Hi everybody. This is the very first time that this has ever happened to me where I was saving. I use my webcam. I have an app. And so on the app you just press record, and then when you pause, you have to click save, and it counts from 0 to 100% on this loading bar, this progress bar of how much the video has saved and processed. And for the first time since I have owned this laptop and made at least 100 videos on this webcam thing, for the first time, when I channeled literally something so specific, and I was so moved to do it, and it was so right and so aligned, whatever, it goes, I forget what the message said, but it was unable to process. So it just stopped, and it deleted my beautiful, sacred work. And I can't believe that. And I watch a lot of these videos on YouTube myself, and a lot of people talk about how, interference kind of comes when people are channeling messages, and there's some force or something that's blocking it, that doesn't want it to come through. So, I don't know why my video didn't go through. It could just be a fluke, or there could be something, more significant to it, and that's where discernment comes in. So I'm just gonna try to pick up where I left off and channel. It's not gonna be as long, and I'm just gonna trust. I'm just gonna trust. God has got me, and God is going to serve the people that are meant to be served from this video. Okay. So the whole channel, I was picking up on a man, on a boy. This could be for a collective, or this could be for somebody specific. And when I say that, it kind of makes my gut wrench a little bit, because I feel the trauma around what this person or this collective has gone through, or just there's just this heartbroken energy that just makes me want to it's heavy. But I feel like there's some men and some boys who watch my videos who need to hear what I have to say. I feel like there could be maybe 3 people specifically. And I kept seeing images of younger versions of you. I feel like I'm talking to an older man, to men. But what I'm seeing are versions of you that are younger. I'm seeing the ages 16, 17, 18, 19, not 20, but 21, 13, 14, some 15, maybe a little bit of 12, 11, 10. I know that's a lot, but maybe some 9, 8, not 7. So there could be some overarching messages from all of those years for some people, but I'm going to repeat what I saw. I'm just going to do prayer. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. God, protect this video. God, fill this space with service. Fill this space. You take the seat. You fill up the room. Let me be a vessel. Protect this video. Get it to the right people. If I'm meant to share what I perceive, what I channel, what I pick up on, you make it happen. And if you don't make it happen a second time, then I'll trust it, that you don't want it to get out. Okay? So if this is finding you, and if this resonates for you, may it be of service to you. Okay? This video is anointed. It's protected. Okay. All right. Well, now I'm seeing a new vision. I didn't see this before. There's a young man. This could be you. This could be a child version of yourself. Shoveling snow. Shoveling snow. I saw this in the last channel. There was a boy who was like a teenager. He wasn't yet in his 20s, and I don't think he was like 18, maybe even 17. I felt like he could have been 16 or 13, 14, 15. Somewhere between 13 and 16. Thinks that I'm doing a thumbs up. Wait, what happens when I go like this? Confetti, that's what I thought. Okay. How about just one? Okay, balloons. Yes. Does it do anything when I go like this? Fireworks? I don't know. You can just imagine them. Anyway. Yeah. In the previous video, I was seeing energy or an image of a young man, a boy, standing. Just chills. Standing. Now the energy's moving. In front of his house, or somebody's house, in front of a house in a suburban neighborhood, on a concrete sidewalk slab. And the boy was like, it was like a sunny day outside in winter, and the boy was wearing a winter hat. And in the first vision I saw, it was a pilot hat. I think it's called a pilot hat, where it's like a skull cap, leather cap, with like ear flaps and maybe little strings with pom-poms attached, but a Sherpa flap on the forehead, and maybe Sherpa flaps on the ears where you could pick them up and it could look like you have like Dumbo ears or something. That's what I was seeing. So boy in a hat. Okay, another message that needs to come through is you have some emotional work to do, and I say this with love. I don't like the urgency. This is not a punishment. This is not shame. This is not blame, but this is encouragement and urgency. And like, wake up. I have that urge. Wake up. I just want to shake you and say, feel your emotions. Feel your emotions. Okay? That's it. That's what you need to hear for whoever I'm talking to, whoever I'm channeling right now. The other message is you are already the man that you want to be. All your insecurities, all your fears, I'm leaning in because this is serious. Did we see, I don't know if he was caught in the frame, but there was like a little, either a fly or a spider that just vanished into thin air, but a little black little bulb of a bug just came by. And that's my omen. I am the girl who sees the bugs in bugless rooms. Every time I've gone to the Death Cafe, the bugs always just come to me. And it's like my little omen that they're, confirming the messages and, playing off my energy or whatever. So that's a good sign for me. Anyway, I just cried before I made this video. I had my own little emotional release moment. But anyway, you are already the man that you want to be. Your fears, your insecurities, and the thoughts, this is where your work is. You need to create space and to realize somatically that you are still anchored to all the things you value and your integrity, even when you are suffering and hurting and can't perform. This is just coming through. Your mother made you believe that you needed to perform to be good. And you love her. There's love. I don't feel animosity or like torture or anything. I feel like a deep care and a deep love. But I feel this sad boy energy. I feel this disappointed energy. You you weren't good enough for her sometimes. And I can feel the release. I can feel the release when I say that. I can feel the heat. I can feel the change in how hearing myself sounds. It's all energetics. It's all subtle energetics. And there goes the bug again. She adores you. She loves you so much. But she has maybe made you feel belittled at times. She has maybe made you feel like emasculated, like less of a man at times. She didn't mean to. She has this warm, fluffy demeanor. She acts sweet as pie. And I hear her saying, honey, can you just fix that over there? Thank you so much. You're such a sweet son, sweet boy, whatever. She might be the type of person who rewarded you or gave you that maternal, oh my God. It's like she reserved her maternal energy for you when you performed, when you did stuff. And I don't even think she even realized it. I don't even think she even realized this. Maybe this is why the previous video needed to delete, because this is just coming in really, really clear. I am talking to somebody right now whose mother reserved her maternal, nourishing energy. So you learn to internalize. I can feel the release. I don't know, somebody on the other end of this video is like crying or about to cry at this part, because I just touched something. I just touched something real and I could feel it. I don't need to be sitting in front of you to feel it. I can feel it because energy doesn't work the same way that, oh, my phone is 2 feet away from my person, so I can go grab it, and that's proof that it exists, that it's real. I don't need proof. I don't need proof for what I feel, for what I see, for what I sense. This is why this is so exciting. But yeah, anyway. Now my mind is just going quiet. God, what do you want me to say? You need this quiet time. You need that space. This is weird. I don't know what this means, but you need to let your ears ring. You need to hear the ringing in your ears. I think what this means is like, you know, when you like are in a city and then you drive out to the country and like you sleep someplace that's so quiet at night that you can actually hear your own heartbeat. You can hear the pressure of each pulse of your heartbeat pumping blood against the viscera in your head and in your ears, and you can hear and feel your heartbeat so viscerally. That's what you need. That's what God is saying that you need. That's the guidance. That's why we're allowed to be silent right now together. This is your moment to feel the things, and I'm going to guide you through feeling. I'm not going to guide you. No, that's not what they want. I'm not going to guide you. I'm going to be with you. I'm not your guide. I'm more like a companion. And I'm with you. That's the energy. I'm with you. And I can't tell you why you went through what you went through, or why that happened, but I can hear you. I can hear somebody. I can hear the energy, and I can see the energy of like almost like this despair, kind of like, why did I go through this? Why did they do this? Why did this have to happen? Why did it lead to this? And it's like, it just is like a waterfall of just circumstance after circumstance after circumstance, and you're like, why? And what's more important than explaining is actually feeling that grief. Feeling the grief. You deserve an explanation. You deserve an explanation. You do. You do. But there's emphasis right now on what I'm hearing is holding your hand through healing the feelings. Holding your hand through healing what you're feeling. Because there's nothing wrong with feeling what you're feeling. There's nothing wrong with the pain that you carry. There's nothing bad or shameful about it. It's just this is the moment that I'm here to be with you in is the one where I hold your hand and you cry and you grieve. And something clicks in you. And you have that space. You have that space open up inside of you. And I'm also feeling, I don't know if this is my own internal thing or like an actual channel, but I'll just say it anyway. It's already fading as soon as I wanted to say something, so I don't think it was appropriate. I don't think it was actually part of the channel. Okay. Yeah, that was more of a me thing. Boyhood, shoveling, doing service, doing things maybe for your neighbors, maybe for your family, maybe at like other family members' houses, but doing it alone. You did a lot of work for other people by yourself. And it's like you have this like humble kind of energy about you and like a service naturally service oriented, maybe more quiet, maybe more in the background. That's what I see. You may have always been more of a background type of boy. And I can't explain why, but I literally feel these messages coming through for a man. I'm talking to a man. This is specifically for a man. This might be for a few men. This might resonate with a handful of people. Boyhood. I see a lot of like tender moments. I feel like the age of 13. I feel like there was like a lot of like tender moments. What I see you opening up like a Christmas gift or something. And I don't see anyone like cuddling you or hugging you or anything. I keep seeing these flashes of you where you're alone. You did get hugs, you did get cuddles, but I feel like the support that you needed and wanted, the nourishment, that like feminine nourishment and that like peace. I don't know. It's like you kind of carried that within you. You always were a very peaceful like boy, like child. But I don't know. I just keep seeing snapshots of you like alone, and it's like slightly somber, but like there's a sweetness to it as well. Like you are a very sweet person, and I feel, yeah. What I feel is I feel a wall. I feel a wall around your heart, and I feel like you put it there because maybe you didn't have anyone to share it with or places to put it or to, yeah. But I feel a wall around your heart. And now I'm hearing it's okay to grieve. I feel like I'm just meant to sit here with you. And now I feel like you deserve a hug. I just feel like I want to send you a hug. Like there's like this 16-year-old boy inside who just needs a hug. He just wants a hug. And it's like just this simple energy. Even I feel it in the way that my intonation, whatever. My cat just kind of shocked herself awake. Sweet pea. Mama. I just try to like ground her with my voice sometimes because, you know, cats are like interdimensional travelers. And there's been so many times where she's like gotten woken up abruptly by like energy or something, and she like screams a little bit, and I'm just like, my honey, I'm right here. Here we are. So that was that. But and she's responding to the energy too. She hasn't done that in a while. But yeah, little boy needs hugs. Maybe nobody. Okay, so I was just enjoying that silence. That was very peaceful, and I felt like I was just kept wanting to put words on it and to fill it and explain it. Like maybe you needed that. And I feel that there's something about like a sense of safety being absent, or like safety and connection being absent in certain moments of silence. It could have been that like as a boy, and maybe even today, you go through these emotional moments where it almost feels like the only person who can hold you, or not even hold you, but be with you, is yourself, because you learned like young that silence wasn't like here's what it is. Safe silence wasn't available in some circumstances when you were younger. And that's what I wanted to give to you. That's what I wanted to like be there with. That was what wanted to come in. Safe silence wasn't available during certain moments, and I don't really feel like that was like, it doesn't really feel too heavy or too hard or like too painful even, but it could just be I don't even know. I don't know. I can't analyze these things all the time. So, yeah, I have no idea. Who needs to hear this. But I think I'm going to leave it there because that's all. You know what? Let me ask. Is there anything else from you, God? High is good. That wants to come through. Nope. No, I'm not. I'm getting a no. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna end this here. And I love you. And there is absolutely zero pressure to, you know, comment if this touched you in any way, but I am so curious who this was for. And yeah, again, God, if you don't want this video going out, don't make it happen. But if you want to deliver these messages to your son, to your person who this is for, then it's in your hands. I'm giving it to you. And till next time. That's it.